Well, welcome back everyone. Firstly, apologies that I haven't been out on the beaches doing a few more guides, but at the moment the beaches are still packed out with holidaymakers, and the good weather has meant that the bait fishing has been a little bit sus lately, so I decided to take my mackerel gear and also a float fishing rod so I could try and target a bass on the float, something I've been trying to do for a couple of seasons. So I headed off to North Norfolk Beach early one morning and give it a go. And the results were quite pleasing, really, and a little surprise at the end as well, which just goes to show you never can tell what's going to happen on one of these sessions.
So have a quick look at the rig that I'm using for the live baiting. I'm using a 12-foot carp rod and a bait runner reel, and the rig setup is actually like I would use for pike fishing. So you've got a sliding stop knot just up the line, a large bright orange float locked on the line with two beads and a quick change link, and then that comes down to about 1.5 foot of 60 pound to a swivel. On the bottom of the swivel I've got a link of about 3 foot to take the lead, which basically anchors the rig in position and holds it, and helicoptered off the little 60 pound section is a 40 pound fluorocarbon hook link, and that's finished off with an 80J hook, and that's been mounted in a loop. Give it a bit more movement. So let's give that another spin. They're boiling all on the inside here now, right round the float. Fish jumping everywhere. That's got to go. It's got to go. There's got to be bass chasing those fish. And with my bait being tethered, it's not so easy for it to get away. It makes it an easy target. So I've been experimenting with this for quite a long while and not had any success. The only time I've had a take is when we didn't have a float on it and we ledgered it. But I always thought the float would be good to keep it at the same height as where the bait fish are. So that is about 6 foot deep, and that bait is set 3 foot off the bottom, so it's dead mid-water. Come on, fish all around that now, jumping, being chased. Don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but there's fish all around that float. I'm expecting that to go any second, and then the reel to start screaming. A very exciting way to fish, I tell you. See the rod nodding. Come on, got to be one there. Okay, I finally achieved what I've been trying to do for a couple of seasons now. I've float fished a live mackerel on a pike setup, which is just in the edge there. I don't know if you can see it on the film. It's on a bait runner reel, 12-foot carp rod. I flicked it in the edge amongst all the scattering mackerel, and that was 2 minutes, and that went. Actually shot off, the rod hooked over, the bait runner was in, flicked the bait runner on, bang, lovely fish, and this is what it's resulted in. Going to put the tape measure on it. So there she goes, just over the 50 centimetres, about 52, absolute cracker. Took a Joey mackerel, which is that size of bait. I've got a couple more in there. I've just kept these just specifically for bait, so I'm going to get another one on now and try and repeat it. I've got a couple of bigger mackerel for me catch and cook, but I'm well pleased with that. I'm just going to dispatch him now. I'm going to take that one That'd be good for the barbecue. Make up for all the blank sessions. So I've just changed the bait. I lost the last one. I didn't see no pulls on the rod tip or the float or anything, but the bait was gone. So I just whipped out the mackerel feathers, got another couple of joeys, put one straight on, and he's straight back out, and he's lively now. I can see the float jumping up and down. Tip of the rod. Fingers crossed going to get another take. Back in there. There's a lot of fish jumping, a lot of mackerel jumping clean out the water. I don't know if you can see that in the background behind the float. But obviously something's chasing those. I'm wondering if I could actually fish that shallower. Bit of a grey overcast day today. If it had been sunny, I think it would have been even better. There's still absolutely thousands of mackerel. Little groups all over the place out in front of us, ranging from 20 yards to 120 yards. They're everywhere. Yeah, it's rattling around on there now, that bait. Prime, it's got fish jumping all around it. Got to slide away and the rod top keel over. That's what we want. Yeah, I just saw a bass then, right near the surface now. I'm wondering now if that's actually too deep. The reason I put that weight on the bottom on a 3-foot piece of mono is to actually anchor it to the bottom so it doesn't keep coming in. Tried it before, just drifting, and it comes straight into the, it's washed in with the tide, if you like. So the idea with that grapnel is to hold it in position. The bait's helicopter style, so that can just spin round. But I'm now thinking maybe like we would do a pike fishing, set it 3 foot deep. Birds are all diving in amongst them. I think the shoals have gone a little bit further out now. I can see them 300 yards out now, all breaking the surface. Massive great lump. Don't look like it's going to be too bad. If those clouds would just break, it'd be a reasonable sort of morning, I think. I don't know if I'm going to get another take now, but I'll give it another 5 minutes, and then what I think I'll do is have a clean up of the fish and maybe have a little cook up and a bit of breakfast. I think I've hooked a tope.